So this excerpt is from Pacheco's Nueva Ciencia. If you want to find it yourself, it's at the bottom of document page 525, which is PDF page 567. I originally ran into it because I was looking for the stresa information on using the dagger alone. The margin note, when I hit the phrase, a certain foreign author, clearly reads, Giraldo Tibaot. So here we go. The dagger can succeed against the sword, and its techniques are universal. The common and notorious risk that always endangers the truth regarding those understandings stained with the passions of opinion, when considering propositions over which only truth can decide, is that these discourses are not always free from vain, vulgar presumption. This would serve as a reasonable excuse to leave the material aside, even though many would still receive these discourses well and would forgive the treatment of them. But the greatness of our science will not permit it, nor the wishes of those who love our science, and the satisfaction that those learned, interested people would glean, in case those learned folk had heard some hyperbole or other about the subject. And because there's no harm in spoiling them, we are forced to admit that the subject won't occupy just a few rows of text that, in being written, would have benefited from preceding lines, revealing the author's sentiments, among whom is Pedro de la Torre. With more temerity than well-instructed prudence, he dared to say that the dagger alone, like the sword alone, can succeed against the sword and dagger, the buckler, rotella, cape, against a case of swords, the montante, the footlance, the poleaxe, and various other polearms, as well as against the adarga, the shield, and the pavis. This said, we should be very thankful to de la Torre that he mentioned nothing about the dagger succeeding against the musket ball, nor did he imagine anyone else illogically imagining the same, just as a certain foreign author has done, pretender son and falsifier of our doctrine, so modern that today he prints his works illustrated with exquisite and expensive plates, with 100th copy or 1,000th explanation, and I speak of others too, who through misunderstandings were esteemed higher than they deserved. Their childish understanding made equal to the most mature boasts, it's a wonder they did not glory in being first to reach the great prize of this undisciplined career, closing the book on their declarations and affirming that the very lightning of Jupiter appear inferior to their conclusions.